Primaries are coming up on May 6th, and we've been talking to all the folks who are involved in those primaries, running for office, and those who are seeking to maintain their office. We've got County Commissioner Mr. Tommy Thompson in with us today. And Tommy, good day to you.
And good morning.
Hey, let's remind folks, just go a little bit about your background and the past and some of the things you've done that have brought you to this point.
Yes, and good morning, everyone. What have I done? Where have I been? Well, I'm a Henderson County native, born and raised here in Henderson County, graduated from local Henderson, East Henderson High School, graduated from Western Carolina University, a degree in business administration with a concentration in finance. Thus, I feel I'm really comfortable in dealing with budgets and those kind of things with that financial background, and I actually worked for a bank for a short period of time. At the young age of 23, I was elected as Clerk of Superior Court for Henderson County. I was the youngest Clerk of Superior Court, supposedly, that was ever elected in North Carolina. Nobody, I don't think, ever really researched that. But
no one tried to dispute it, right?
No one tried to dispute it. And in any event, most everybody accepted it. But I would think that 23 is a pretty young age to take on that kind of responsibility. As Clerk of Superior Court, I served in that position for 32 years. And with the Clerks Association, I was president 1 year, sat on numerous committees, chaired the legislative committee for the last 10 years or so. So I had a lot of walking the halls of the legislature, you will, on behalf of the court system and particularly the Clerks of Superior Court. So, dealing with laws and those type of things are very, it just comes second nature to me. I retired as Clerk of Superior Court in 2006 and wanted to stay busy, so I went and achieved the designation as a mediator for the state of North Carolina. I am certified by the North Carolina Dispute Resolution Commission to mediate cases in civil superior court and clerks matters before the Clerk of Superior Court. So mediation skills there. During that 2006 to 2010, what do I do with myself? I found out that what I wanted to do was do a lot of fishing and those type of things. It didn't happen. Maybe I could have made it happen, but it didn't happen. I still felt that there was a need within me to be of service to the community, and the opportunity arose for me to run for county commissioner in 2010. I was very thankful there that no one chose to run against me. So I was elected as county commissioner. And talking about opposition, when I first was elected in 1974 as Clerk of Superior Court, I had opposition in 74, again in 1978, and the following years, 8 terms as Clerk of Superior Court, 6 terms without opposition, and then no opposition for county commissioners. So 9 terms of office, basically bringing in 36 years of service when this term is over with for Henderson County. And civic organization of those type of things, we can go into the depths and details, but running for re-election, and of course that's why we're here today.
Let's talk about the last 4 years. I mean, the commissions had a lot of great successes. There's been a few times that they were, knocked on by the press and things like that with some of the things that were going on with the Flat Rock Playhouse and all that kind of stuff and the Party Hospital. But yet, I think they came through it unscathed pretty much. I mean, it's looking pretty good. Talk about some of the successes that you've seen over the last 4 years that make you want to continue this job.
Well, some of the things that we did, for instance, was to bring in Wingate College. Wingate has been a wonderful partner with Henderson County with their master's program and their pharmaceutical program. They're right downtown there in Hendersonville. And they want to stay with us, and we want to try to assist them and becoming a bigger part of the community. So we're working toward that. During the time that I was chairman, Sierra Nevada came in here on economic development aspect, and we worked through that. And Sierra Nevada now is one of those almost household names around this area because it's such a big company and making such an impact on our community. Likewise, as I was chairman in 2011. Well, let me get my dates straight. 2012, when I was chairman, we also opened up new facilities at the landfill area, a new
totally remodeled
we just
facility.
totally
I mean,
remodeled, put in new scales, recycling center, and made it something that folks now do not mind going out there and actually using that facility. Party Hospital, with our assistants and everybody working together. Now, got to keep in mind, this is not Henderson County Commissioners, and this is not Tommy Thompson. This is everybody working together in a collaborative issue or collaborative effort. University of North Carolina came in. We went in with a Party Hospital. We've saved a tremendous amount of money there. And I think you can see that Party is growing, and it's that's Henderson County's hospital. We purchased the Boyd property, which is next to Hendersonville High School. We're in the process right now of trying to determine how does that work? How are we going to make that happen? What can we best do for that? And, of course, the overall plan is that Hendersonville High School is in an area down there downtown where it has absolutely no growth if we didn't buy this property. So those areas there at the hospital are being studied. We're trying to figure out how best to utilize that property. We've been very active. We've established an agricultural promotion department, what we call Henderson County Ag Biz. And not only are we dealing with economic development, wherein we bring in Sierra Nevada and companies such as that nature, we are also looking at the agricultural aspect. Henderson County has a great agricultural background. There's a lot of property and a lot of farmers in this area, and we want to make sure that we make those businesses and those farms thrive. So we're working on that as well.
And of course, we can't not talk about, you mentioned Hendersonville High School, we cannot talk about education, and it's such a big issue. We're losing teachers, they're
Yes.
going to other communities. I know the county doesn't have a lot of control over that. I know they help them set the budget and everything, but a lot of state money comes in order to pay teacher salaries. What can the county do to make it? I mean, as we're talking about economic development, we certainly want to make sure that we have the teachers there to support those new families coming in.
When you look at the overall aspect, one of the big things of economic development is that it brings in people who are bringing home a paycheck that is of good size. It's above the norm or above the median. And those individuals who are still working in these places, they've got those families. Those families have children. And, we've got to keep our tax base, we've got to keep the value of our county and the standard of living in our county up to a level that these places want to come here. They want their families to enjoy the beauty of this area. They want to look at the schools and make sure they're the best that they can possibly be. And it's everybody has to work together for it. When you get one end or one side, say for instance, if the county commissioner said, well, we just don't want to do anything with the schools other than just pay them the minimum amount of money they're asking for, then that hurts everything, because those are the kids that belong to these people who are in these new industries in those areas. So what can we do? We can be very cognizant of the fact that the teachers and the schools are in need. We've got to help them. The question is, how much do we help them? Because we've got to run the rest of the county too. The schools and the teachers are not the only people out there that are taking care of Henderson County. I mean, we've got the rescue squad, we got the sheriff's department, we got the Department of Social Services, the health department, the waste management folks out at the everybody, looks at us for what can you do with this money, and we've got to divvy it up as best we know how.
Right, and you even got a certain amount of nonprofits that also benefit from time to time.
And they serve a wonderful or give great value to the community. If it were not for them, I don't know how we could work. If it weren't for the volunteers in this community, we have a lot of folks, which is our older population. Folks like me who are retired or supposed to be, they give a lot of volunteer time, a lot of hours and hours and hours that if we went out there and paid for that, well, we just couldn't pay for it. Bottom line, there's no way we can pay for it.
So what do you see coming up in the next session, and as being part of this, what do you want to accomplish down the road?
At the present time, we've already talked about the schools. We're in the process of trying to determine what to do with the schools. Now, Hendersonville High School is not the only one. We've got schools out here that children are in small mobile homes. Or satellite spaces, and we've got other schools that are not to capacity. So we've got to deal with that and work with the school system. We can't in any way go and tell the school system what they've got to do or how they're going to do it, but we've got to work through that. We've got to determine what to do for the schools. Our rescue squad, you might have noticed lately that we've been very active in supporting the rescue squad. We have tried to get them some help. They are cramped up in their facilities. We need to get them moved. The ambulance service people, they likewise are cramped up, and we want to find them a new home. They're over at Party Hospital. Party Hospital needs to expand. Party Hospital needs to grow. And the ambulance services are housed there at Party Hospital. They need to move out so that hospital can do their thing. So we need to look for that. Other things, I'm just trying to think quickly here. I don't want to, lengthen our program any more than we have to, but that's definitely two of the things that is on our agenda here. Bottom line, we and I, as a county commissioner, we want to make Henderson County the very best that it can be for everyone that's here. And we're trying every way we know how to take the dollar that we're taxing you for your taxes and use it the best way we possibly can to give you the largest bang for the buck.
Stretch it as far as you can.
Stretch it as far as we can.
Pay for the most things you can.
Exactly.
Well, we sure do appreciate you being in here and talking with us today. Tommy Thompson running for county commissioner. That's coming up on May 6th, and good luck to you.
Well, thank you. Thank WTZQ for having me this morning.
Appreciate it.